Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and today we got a good one for you. We got a good one for you every single day though, I think. We're going to be using a sample from First Line Shave. This is blue. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment, I should say. Also, we have a really cool, super cool razor. Hope you can see the writing there. It is I'm going to have to look at it because it is Smith & Hall Manufacturers out of Sheffield. And this razor is somewhere around 150 years old, give or take 10 years. So it's another just tremendous vintage blade. I think it's 3/4. I can't recall, but anyway, it's a wedge. First time I've used a wedge. Beautiful blade. This was sent to me by Marion the Barbarian, who has a YouTube channel. I'll link it below. Or as Johan Solo calls him, Mason the Barbarian. Thank you so much, Marion. These razors like this mean so much to me because this is a razor that has stood the test of time. I mean, dating to back around the U.S. Civil War. If this thing could talk, these sort of razors, for me, mean far more than any modern production razor, even a custom. I mean, that's just, I have so much reverence for these old pieces. It's just what I like. And that is not an knock to anybody who enjoy the very excellent Spreckers and all that. I just really appreciate these old pieces that could tell a story. You know what I mean? They've survived that long in who knows what kind of condition. So it just means a lot to me. So let's get started with our pre-shave here. And again, my Glen Helly mister is broken. So I'm going to have to apply some water to my face. Oh, I also want to mention, I'm going to try this Fabian razor again, which I re-honed because I wasn't super, I mean, it was shaving fine, but I thought I could do better on the edge. This is the Fabian. And if you don't believe me, I'll roll in some footage there above where I'm killing the edge of this razor and I have re-honed it. This time I finished it on the ILR, which some people don't like. Some people like Dr. Matt do. So I wanted to just see what the difference was. And we'll give that a little bit of a go. But I'm really going to enjoy this razor sent to me by Marion. So thanks again, Marion. Marion and I have been talking the last couple of weeks. Super nice guy. Works for UPS, so he's one of those people getting these, packages to us amidst this corona. So please go check him out. And he's contributed to a number of channels in a number of different ways, and he's also created his own channel. And I just can't thank him enough. Things like this razor really mean a lot to me, and I just, I can't express my gratitude enough. Okay, let's get going with our soap. This is the Razor Rock Beehive, by the way. This is First Line Shave Blue, which is, I think Riley is his name, said Eternity. And I think that means Calvin Klein Eternity for Men, which if that is the case, I really enjoy this, like back in the late 80s to, maybe early 90s. I can't remember. I'm getting old. Terrific scent strength. Scent strength about, I call it about a 6. Beautiful Calvin Klein Eternity scent. The cost on this, it's sold out right now. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to buy this, this First Line Blue. Again, this sample was sent to me by First Line Shave because I did not like the fallout at all. And I reached out and said, can I buy some samples from you? And he sent me some samples to try. Thank you very much. But I am going to buy this one because I love this scent. I'm going to buy the aftershave as well. And I had a good quality experience from the First Line Shave Fallout. I just didn't like the scent at all. In fact, I found it to be a little repulsing. And the one that was called Star something I didn't like either. But the other 3 I did like. So I'm going to buy probably 2 of those at least. And we're going to use this today. I'm going to start out with the Fabian here, which again has been re-honed and finished on the ILR. And what I found about the honing is it's all over the place, as far as preference in stones. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. That is way better than I expected. So I took this one. What I realized was there was I actually did it myself. So I'm a dummy. I was going to look at this with a loop, and I actually hit the edge with my loop and screwed it up. Put a little imperfection in the edge, so I went all the way back down to the 1000. Basically started from scratch, shafting, and re-honed it. And this time, instead of using the, excuse me, I'm forgetting the Shubidani, I used the ILR. And there, again, I know there are people like Keith Johnson that hate the ILR, and then there are people like Dr. Matt that like it. It feels good. Also, Eric from Adventures in Wet Shaving seemed to like the ILR. And actually the edge feels pretty darn good. I would say this edge is better than the other edges, but that's as much as we're going to use it today because I just wanted to test the edge. I'm really happy with this. Man, that's super exciting to be able to finish an edge on your own. No, I'm by no means an expert. You know, I'm just doing basic things, and I'm watching a lot of people to learn. And so in that vein, I want to mention a channel today, and we're going to come in here with our Smith and Hall from Marion while we're talking about Robert Ortiz. Keep that name in mind for just a moment while I focus here on what I'm doing. Oh man, what a beautiful blade. This is a big, beefy, heavy blade. It's cutting well. The edge feels entirely different than the Fabian. And honestly, it seems like the Fabian's a little bit sharper. But we'll continue to use this and see, you know, how it goes. Anyhow, it could be also that the grind on this being the wedge, I haven't used one, and so therefore it's going to take some getting used to, but it feels a little bit tuggy to me. But that's no problem. I watch plenty of videos and learn how to tighten this up if it needs tighten up. I'm not gonna start working on a blade like this though, so it will have to wait until I get way better and learn how to hone a wedge. But it's feeling a little bit tuggy. It's okay, but the edge for me on this particular one is not great. I love the blade though. I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, back to Robert Ortiz. I happened along his videos and found that I really, really enjoy watching them. And he has about 900 and some subs, and I was shocked because his videos are terrific. Like I watch all the honing guys, Dr. Matt Stallion, you know, Eric Latta, and many, many others. You know, I'm not leaving anyone out deliberately. But anyway, I come across this guy's videos, and they're just terrific. He's very enthusiastic. He explains things very well. So if you were like me, just learning to hone, please go check out Robert Ortiz. I am surprised that he doesn't have more subs. He deserves it. I really like his videos, and I think he adds a lot of value. And at some point, I'm gonna try to reach out to him and have a conversation with him, and I hope to learn from him. And also, I want to mention there are guys like the Stallion and Dr. Mad and Keith Johnson, many others you can learn from. All right, so I just thought his were particularly good, and I really appreciated watching it. So I'm going to give this this big beast here, this big wedge, another go for the second pass, and then I'm going to switch back to the Fabian electro razor for the third pass. I really like the edge on that. I'm super happy about it, honestly. It is such a rewarding feeling. I think this is straight razor shave 38, maybe, for me. So I'm new, you know, keep that in mind. I'm just learning. I am very pleased with the resurgence of straight razor shaving and this current group of people who are taking it on. My hat's off to all of you. Thank you for joining in with us and learning and keeping this timeless tradition alive. It feels great. I gotta tell you, it feels great to be able to be shaving in the way people were 100 and more years ago. And so I just think it's outstanding. So what are we going to do this time? We'll just go across today, I think. Almost hit the razor to my face. That would have been a major. So I might be actually using the wrong angle with this razor. I noticed I opened it up a little bit there and it felt a little bit better. So it could be me just being a novice, never having used a wedge, and it's feeling awkward, and maybe the edge is just fine. Okay, what I'm gonna do is wipe this off, set it aside, and bring in the Fabian, see how it feels relative to this one. To see if this one just feels a little tuggy. It feels slightly tuggy for me. That is not a problem. It's something that can easily be addressed. But I want to bring the Fabian in, which I've honed. I will say I do tend to enjoy the beefier blades. I just like the heft. You know, they just feel a little better to me. Sorry for this, the pimple right there. Ingrown hair probably on the stash area. I want to mention something that's really funny. Have your kids turn away for a minute. This is the one moment I'm still family friendly, but this was so funny I got to share it. Jim Combs sent me the image I'm about to share with you from Johan Solo. It was like the thumbnail for his video, which I'm going to put right there, and read the text. It's funny. Johan Solo, the scoundrel of traditional shaving. What a great guy. That is very funny. Anyway, there's my contribution to adult humor. I gotta tell you, I'm pleasantly surprised. Again, is it a Class A edge? No, of course not. It's definitely shaving though. And honestly, it feels better than a wedge, but that just may be my inexperience with a wedge blade. I've never used one, so I probably need some time with it. So we'll hold out verdict on that for now, till we gain more experience. So a few channels I want to mention. Don't forget Robert Ortiz. I cannot emphasize his channel enough. If you want to learn to hone, really, really nice. The next channel I want to mention is, because it's very funny, or was yesterday, John Shaves 101, you know, out of the UK, John Chalmers. Yesterday he was using Murdoch stuff, Murdoch brand, and he did a Rambo, he did a sort of a Rambo skit, you know, John Rambo from the movie Rambo at the beginning, where he says, "Murdoch, I'm coming to get you." And I enjoyed that. I love the movie Rambo. You know, I was a kid, or I was young, I should say, when it came out. I just thought, man, that is maximum testosterone for that period of time. You know, that was just such a great movie. So I haven't mentioned John for a while. John Shaves 101. We'll link his channel below. Go check him out. Great guy, great family. The entire Chalmers family, you know, shout out to all you terrific people. I know I haven't mentioned them lately, but I always watch their videos, and I am privileged to know them. Next channel I want to mention, again for the second time, Up for a Shave Dave, new gent. His message was just so positive about, you know, these difficult times we have going on right now, and he's just like, I'm enjoying the shave, and just sort of, this is how I sort of unwind, and I just think he's a terrific guy. He has great enthusiasm, and I hope you will go check him out. Up for a Shave Dave. And the final gent that I want to mention today, and you know me, it's my thing to mention other people. I love to do it. I love to connect my viewers with these channels. And when you like those channels, it makes me feel great. And I also like to help the other people because, as I always mention, there were no channels that helped me, 6, 7 years ago when I started. No one mentioned my channel. No one ever lended me a hand in terms of content creation until people like Busta and Rico, and we all started helping each other. But none of the bigger channels ever even so much as mentioned us. And so I always said when I have a following, I'm going to mention these other folks. So the last person I'm mentioning once again, and he's been doing it for a while. And he made a YA wet shave video yesterday, which is just phenomenal. Justin, the Red Island Shaver. He talks very candidly about what it means to him to make this content and why he wet shaves and his connection with the community. And you should go check it out and you should subscribe. And honestly, I hope you'll subscribe to all these people. I really do, because they're just contributing such positive content and I like it and I hope you will too. And my last message of today, while I'm doing a last pass, we're going to go back to the big boy a little bit just to see if this feels a little bit better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for each and every one of you viewers who have spent all this time with me. Thanks to every single person who's contributed to this channel, be it gear, be it support, Patreon, PayPal. I couldn't have kept it going without you. I couldn't have. A few years ago, when I got divorced, my standard of living changed. I had far less income, obviously. And there were people that kept me going, that enabled me to do a lot of things that I'm doing. And I've never forgotten it, and I never will. It means the world to me, the connections that I've made in this community. And I really appreciate it. And I want to, in my most sincere way, thank each and every one of you. And I hope if you've hung around this long in the video, which is 18 minutes now, I just want you to know I couldn't have done it without you. And that is not lost on me. It never is. All right. Very nice. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And I know I say that all the time, but I say it because I mean it, because honestly, I've taken some breaks over the years and I've had some hard times, and all of us have. I'm not whining and moaning, because I am fortunate to have the support that I receive. I just want you to know I appreciate it, and I mean it. And so don't ever feel like you're not being appreciated by me, because I really do in every way. Okay, back to the Fabian, my edge. And that was a little better, I think. But honestly, I feel like we could get it could be sharpened a little bit more. It could be touched up. Again, I'm not going to take this razor and attempt to do it myself because I'm brand new to honing. I'm not going to do it. But I will learn how to do it and see what is required. And once I gain experience, I'll touch it up. But I love the razor. It means, I can't tell you what it means to me, actually. Use this cloth here to stretch a little bit. I believe somebody told me that Lee Chavez, who's another great channel, Nomeo, sorry for bumping the camera there. He didn't like, he's finished on the ILR and didn't like it. It seems pretty good to me. At least on this effort, it feels pretty smooth. And I apologize for the length of this video. I know I'm already over 20 minutes, and I apologize. We're going to do one little bit of touching up here and we're going to wrap it. There is that. Let's get this side. All right, that's good enough. We're not going to worry about BBS today because we've just simply taken too long, and I would definitely want to keep this under 25 minutes. Let's touch this up real quick here. Really quickly. Must say, I'm happy with yet another edge, and the ILR finish was just fine. You know, it seemed, is it as buttery as a Stallion Edge or Frank Misa or someone like that? No, but pretty doggone good, I must say, for me. Okay, let me rinse. We'll be right back with the post. All right, back with the Lancaster towel. Outstanding. Really nice shave today and chat. Let's hit ourselves with a little Thayer's Magic, because it's made by witches. You know that. Been watching me for a while. Folks, I can't encourage you enough to hit these people up in the links below. If you want to learn honing, one of the channels you may not be aware of, Robert Ortiz, check him out. Please check him out. I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly do. Okay. We use today the first line sample of blue, good performance, outstanding scent. I will buy it. It's that simple. We used My Edge on a completely redone, I don't know if that's pronounced Fabian. That's what I'm going to call it. Fabian Electro Razor, finished on the ILR, which honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm very happy with it. And we used the magnificent blade, Smith and Manufacturers out of Sheffield. This is a very, very old razor. It is a precious gift sent to me by Marion the Barbarian that will never leave here. I can't tell you how much this means to me, Marion. It means the world. The edge, the verdict, the edge, I'm going to say the verdict is out. It could be my inexperience with a wedge blade and it doesn't feel what I'm accustomed to. So we're going to give it some more time, but I promise you, I'm going to love that blade. I do love the blade. I couldn't be more excited about it. Thanks to each and every one of you for watching. It means the world to me. Until next time, I want to remind you, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.